Wait a minute, something's off here. These are not M4s. Can we talk about guns that are not M4s? Is this allowed?
Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you enjoy watching our content, show us some love by liking the video, and ring the bell to make sure you get notified whenever we drop new content. We appreciate you all.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Where the Hell is Cisco? He is actually preparing himself for BB Wars at the time of this filming, so we are here taking his place to give you a beautiful overview of these awesome new AKs by Arcturus. As you can see, they are not your standard AKs and might be the new standard for high quality, high-end AK platform guns. So the Arcturus AKs come in multiple variants, but some of the external features they share are that they come with a steel stamped receiver, a steel charging handle, a CNC anodized aluminum handguard, as well as a upgraded polymer hand grip. Now, all of the Arcturus AKs share upgraded internal features such as the micro switch trigger, the 6.02 Type bore inner barrel, and the goodness that is inside of this gearbox that I don't really know too much about.
Wait, didn't the tech department take apart these AKs today?
You're right.
Yeah, they detected us the parts.
I should defer to what the tech department told me about them. Going into the powertrain, there are sintered gears with a thick spur gear to help increase the longevity. The gearboxes also utilize 8mm bushings on the inside of the spur and the sector. It must be noted that the tech said that these guns were the best shimmed gearboxes that they have ever opened up straight out of the box. So it must be noted that Arcturus decided to go with a micro switch trigger instead of a MOSFET, but this does allow the Arcturus AKs to have a very nice audible click with their micro switches, as well as have a very nice trigger response. Dude, these clicks are really nice. Just turn this to ASMR right now. Anyways, the anti-reversal latch can be accessed without having to open up the gearbox. So basically, there is a button above the trigger that when you press, it'll decompress your spring after a long day of play, or if your spring's already been compressed, you just press the button, it'll decompress the spring, which will increase the longevity of your spring life and will allow you to have consistent FPS after heavy use of your rifles. Finally, all of the Arcturus AKs feature a quick change spring system, which allows you to change the spring internally on the fly. So if you wanted to play outdoors tomorrow, but then play indoors the next day, you can do that just by changing the spring.
The Arcturus AK line chronos in at about 390 to 400 FPS using 0.2 gram BBs and an 11-1 LiPo battery. So some of you may be thinking this gun shoots a little too hot for my field, but the AK line does feature a quick change spring system, which allows you to quickly change your FPS to be within CQB limits.
Alright, so basically, if you didn't understand anything I just said, which I don't even understand what I just said, basically, internals, Gucci. Externals, Gucci. Here we have the AK-05, which is the compact version. It is also a 9-inch barrel, so it's a little bit on the shorter side of AKs. It must be noted that this version doesn't come with the optic or the foregrip or the suppressor. However, the flash hider is a birdcage style, which allows you to attach suppressors in this style. Some of the features that do come with it is this mission first, just kidding, minimalist style stock with the rubberized butt pad on the back, as well as you can see, the M-LOK Picatinny hybrid rail with M-LOK sections on the bottom, as well as Picatinny sections on the side and the top. Also, this AK features an angled ambidextrous sling plate, as well as QD mounts on both sides of the rail, and a finger shelf fire selector, which allows this AK to be very comfortable in handling. Finally, this AK features your standard AK style leaf sights, but if you wanted to mount your optics a little further back, it comes with the integrated optics mount towards the rear of the receiver, and this is featured in all of the Arcturus AKs. Alright, here we have the AK-01 Carbine Edition with an 11.5-inch barrel. Moving towards the front, we still feature that birdcage style flash hider. And on the rail section, we have M-LOK on the sides as well as the bottom, and a Picatinny section on the gas piston on top. Now, it must be noted that this version does come with a barricade stop right out of the box, which is pretty cool in my opinion, since most of the time you would have to buy that kind of thing aftermarket. But since it comes with it, it looks pretty cool while it's already attached, and it's just a great feature overall. Moving a little back, it still features that leaf style sight as well as the finger shelf fire selector, and this one actually comes with a full crane stock. Now you may think that the crane stock is for battery space, however all of the Arcturus AKs are wired to have the batteries go in underneath the dust cover. But while we're still at the rear, this one still features that angled ambidextrous sling plate as well as a sling mount in the front rail section, but it's only on the left side of the rail section. And then finally, of course, the optics mount included. Alright, now we have the AK-04, which is the 12-inch version. It must be noted that this does not come with the accessories on the outside. Starting from the top, we do have that birdcage flash hider style again, but moving towards the rail, we have M-LOK on the sides, Picatinny on the bottom and the top this time, but as you can see on the top, we do not have that integrated AK leaf style sight. Now moving a little further back, we have a full Picatinny mount on top of the dust cover, as well as this aggressive cut towards the rear of the dust cover release, which is a little different compared to the other AKs that have a more rounded cut or more rounded cap to the end of the dust cover. And of course, this AK features that finger shelf style fire selector, the ambidextrous angled sling plate, and the minimalist style stock. Now finally, the thing that separates this AK from the others is the included expanded mag well, which allows you to have a much more easier and comfortable time reloading your AK mags. Easy. Now finally, out of all of the Arcturus AKs, this version is my favorite. This is the AK-06, which features a 7-inch barrel. In the front, as always, we have a birdcage style flash hider, but instead I swapped it out for a Silensico blast shield, which should be noted that that is actually a housing unit for a tracer. So if you're trying to add a unique look to your tracers, try one of those out. But other than that, the externals that are on this gun currently do not come with it, but it does feature that M-LOK Picatinny hybrid rail with M-LOK on the bottom, Picatinny on the side and the top. And instead of a standard leaf style AK sight, it does feature this rail 3-dot, I don't even know what to call it, but it's basically a sight feet integrated. Anyways, it's basically just more real estate to mount an optic on. Now moving on to the other features, we still have that, of course, finger shelf fire selector, as well as the steel charging handle and the optic mount on the rear of the receiver. But the biggest feature on this AK is this foldable skeletonized stock. But if you wanted that full stock, you can just fold it out and turn it into what you see now. We got him. Got him. All done. We got it. So now that we've gone over our favorite Arcturus AK models, let's go ahead and talk about what comes in the box. And of course, it comes with the unjamming rod, the manual, and the silica gel packets. Do not eat the forbidden nerds. Of course, each come with 2 mags. One is actually a high cap, and the other is a mid cap. Now what's actually pretty cool about the mid caps is that if you release the inner guts from the shell, there's actually a selector that allows you to switch the mid cap from a 130 rounder to a 30 rounder. Pretty cool. Finally, all of the Arcturus AKs come with a quality check certificate to let you know that the builders checked it themselves. Boaz, give me the thing. Thank you. As you can see, the certificate is written mostly in Chinese, but there is handwriting on here, so somebody definitely did check these and go through every criteria to let you know that the quality is top-notch. It also comes with an Arcturus patch, and I definitely think the A stands for A+. Overall, my opinions on the Arcturus AKs is that it is the new... You shut it. You shut it.
Keep going.
Alright, overall my opinions on the Arcturus AKs is that it is the new standard for high-end AEGs. The lengths that they went to include a steel body, aluminum rails, I mean the quality is unparalleled. Some manufacturers out there won't even go the lengths to include steel parts on their guns, but since Arcturus did, it is a very durable setup. This thing will last you forever, internally and externally. Again, in my opinion, I would personally just leave the gun completely stock. I wouldn't change the internals, I wouldn't change the externals. I would only add maybe external accessories like sights and foregrips and stuff like that. Because honestly, the manufacturers I mean, who includes M-LOK rail sections on an AK platform already? I mean, who does? These quality front rail sections are awesome, honestly. And it comes with Picatinny rails on the dust cover. Oh my god, I can talk all day about these. Now you may be wondering, how much do these guns cost after all of these features that we described? It's gotta be like above 400 or above 600 even. But no, these guns are actually under 300 each. They all come in at $290 at airsoftgi.com. Now, normally, if you were looking to get into the high-end AK market, you were looking at companies like LCT, E&L, or even Real Sword. Those would range between the high 300s to even 600s. But with those, if you wanted to get a modern AK look, you would have to find external parts that included an M-LOK rail, rail sections, buffer stock, adapters, things like that, and even have to do internal upgrades to it to match the Arcturus AKs. It's under $300! It's a no-brainer! Cisco, I need my paycheck right now. I'm taking this one. I got it. I'm taking it. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking through our overview of the Arcturus AKs. Be sure to check out airsoftgi.com to look at Arcturus' entire lineup of high-end AEG rifles. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ringing the bell icon wherever it is, to be notified of when we release new videos. We will be going over the Arcturus M4s in a later video, so stay tuned for that. This is Kevin from Airsoft GI, and I'm serious, I need to buy this AK right now. Cisco, under 300! Are you crazy?